Alrighty. And we're live. Yeah, I have a device I can use to stream comments. And then we'll check to make sure everything's working. I don't know if I spelled suggestions right, but oh well. Okay, so I guess we can start warming up. Put on something. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that instead. Just because we haven't done that in a while. What is my volume out on my mic? Okay, so now we can start. This is a Sunday stream, so I don't know if anybody's going to show up. Find a way to set this up. Do really? Yeah. We can put 20. What's the other one? What's another frame rate? We'll leave that for now. Spin it. Actually, we should shuffle it, but we'll start with 10. I don't animate at 10 like ever, so this will be interesting. Maybe we'll say maybe I'll use a tile just because I don't know if that's going to work that well. It is going slow tonight. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, I'm not missing anything. I really don't like how that sticks up. It's a pain. because there's like a tarp in this thing. That's how it has the black background, but it extends to the floor. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, what can we do to stop that from happening? Where did I put the gray tile? Whew. Maybe Sunday isn't the best streaming day. Figure it out. Put my phone. Yeah, that'll work. Stop doing that. Stop pulling that shit. Ah. There's creases here. That's what's causing it. Yeah, we'll start. And we're at 10 FPS, right? Yes, we are. Should be a little less. We'll start with a warm up. I think he'll just be waving high or something. Oh wait, give me 1 second. I set it to and play less frames. I think there should be more easing in at the beginning. I know it's choppy, but I kind of want that little choppy thing at the beginning. This guy's head isn't super loose. His torso is more loose than his head. And then, yeah, now we'll have those couple frames. I'm gonna have the visor go down a bit. Give that some physics. Okay, too much. Way too much. That might be. That one's not quite. Might be too much. Yeah, you see that? There's a little bit of movement there. That might look better. I bet this still looks better in what's it called, the other frame rate though. Any higher frame rate because I'm not used to working with 10 FPS. I'm just gonna. I think that's too slow for what I'm going for. Yeah, actually, it might look all right once he sprouts up. Yeah, that might actually look all right. There's a little bit of flicker, but that's okay. Oh, what's up, Harold? Okay, try that. Hopefully that wasn't too long ago. What's going on? Why does it keep going to that frame? Yeah. I don't know. It's not bouncy enough. Yeah. Yeah. How has life been, bro? That sounds so cryptic. Oh, life's been all right. Summer. It's about to come to an end, though. The summer, not life. Oh, shit, something just moved. Oh, it was my light. That's okay. You know what? Maybe this hand won't shoot up yet. That hand should shoot up later. I want it to be very distinct. Let's see. All right, let's see how that looks. That might look all right. I still think it's not great, but oh well. What can you do? 10 FPS is hard to animate at. Yeah, life's been all right. There's been some commission work. I'm kind of busy. Haven't been. I think when the last time I uploaded on this channel was. It was a while ago. It was at least a month ago, maybe two. If it's not two, it's getting there. We did a Gartic phone stream a while back, and that was fun. We might do more of those. That one needs some easing in. I can't just have the hand move. It needs to have some frames like that. Gee, let's see. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks so much better than the kind of choppy thing. No, I'm just kind of rushing this. This is just a warm up. I think I've been taking a while on it. Yeah. Well, a while was 20 something minutes. That's a while for a warm up. All right. It's all right. Doesn't look terrible. And then we'll probably just have one frame where the torso goes down a bit, and then I think that'll be it. Wait a second. Where does the thing go down? No, we're just going to stop the frame right there. And then we'll play the whole animation. It looks all right. For 10 FPS? I don't know. If anybody's still in chat, let me know what you think. It looks pretty decent. Is that really 10 FPS? I didn't move it up, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, it is 10 FPS. Hell yeah. Let's look at it in 12, though, just out of curiosity. I still kind of like it in 12 better. I don't know. Thank you. But I'll take 10. 10 is decent enough. All right. So actually, Harold, since you're the only person in stream right now, throw out some suggestions like an action, like punching, running, something like that. It can be, it doesn't have to be as vague, but something. Just throw out three suggestions at least. If you have more, go ahead. But I'm not super descriptive, but it can be like a sentence. But just like an action for like an animation test. Just throw out a couple suggestions, if you could. Because then you need to pull up another wheel of names. Actually, you know what? We'll do one. I think we're gonna add out of curiosity. We'll add, maybe, is one too much or should it be 5? 5 or 1 frame per second. Do a flip. All right. That's 1. I'll add 1. Flip. More. More, at least 3. We'll also add 5. Actually, you know what? No, we're just gonna add 1 because that's funny. Actually, I don't feel like that's actual training though. We'll shuffle it though, because these are all actual good frame rates for learning how to animate things smoothly. But yeah. Okay, we got flip, because the idea is I'm going to put it on a wheel, and I'm going to spin it and see what suggestion we get. So it's kind of all randomized. I don't know what I'm animating. Just a couple suggestions. I'll even put one. We'll do punch. Yeah, punch, flip, and then I also do want another wheel. It's kind of dumb that I'm making so many wheels, but the idea was just I want to kind of fully randomize the experience. So, action figure, Lego, the blocks. I'm not going to put clay today. But we'll see. For now, I guess we'll just do it because Mega Bloks is kind of similar, but we'll keep it in there actually. Punch a wall. Okay. So punch and then punch a wall. Is he like breaking the wall? Punch a wall. And then we'll add kick. We'll just change punch to punch a wall. I just don't want too many things that are that similar. Punch, kick. We'll add one more. I'm trying to think. So we got flip, punch a wall, kick, and I will say I don't want to get action figure for flip. I will be absolutely screwed. What's next? Maybe something a little less actiony, something more. I don't know what the right word is. We'll do gun reload, because that's always a good test. Gun reload is always like. All right, so now we'll shuffle and then spin. Oh God, what are we gonna get? Okay, we're getting flip. We're getting flip. All right, flip. So it's flip. That's the first action. And then let's find out what it's going to be. It's going to be action figure. I did not want action figure doing a flip. And then let's find out FPS. If it's 30, I'm going to cry. Oh. Okay, 12. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's doable. I'm going to grab an action figure. I'm not going to use a Space Marine just because it's doing a flip, so I don't think it will look that good with a Space Marine. So give me a second while I find something that can do a flip. Yeah, okay. I love it. Use like a Spartan or something. Situation's a little weird. Here's all my military stuff, like the military action figures. I know I have some. Ah, there they are. Alrighty. Loose legs. Let's see if there's something a little sturdier. All right, this should work. We got a Master Chief action figure, so hopefully we're gonna exit out of that. Come on, open the. Yep, there it goes. We use this because this seems like it's kind of sturdy, and he's got kind of long legs. But we're gonna have to back up the camera. Yeah, we're gonna have Master Chief do a sick flip. I will go to my camera settings real quick to fix the focus. Come on. No, I just want to exit out. Oh my gosh. Why does it not let me do that sometimes? I think it's a stupid. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing because I think it might let me exit. Yep, that's what it was. Always just having trouble with that. All right, that's good enough focus-wise. And then we'll go back to sharing screen. Entire screen. Boop, boop. There it is. Now we just adjust the focus a little bit. All right, that should be good. Okay, so now we can animate him. We're going to animate him kind of walking forward and doing a flip. Also, I will not be masking this because I don't feel like it. That's the reasoning, and that's pretty much it. Actually, here, this will probably be what I use. I got something I can use for when he does the flip. Put some clay on his feet, too. There's a purple, the brown clay. The purple clay out of here. I'm using the brown clay. This is probably the best brand of clay I have. All right, so, and it was 12 FPS, I think, which is not so bad. If we got 30, I would have cried. On something as complicated as a flip. Oh crap! I accidentally clicked the mail tab. It's gonna open at some point. Bye bye. Close window. No, close window. Go away. Go away, mail tab. I haven't animated these Halo things in forever, so I'll be rusty. Way too much hip movement. That might look all right as a starting frame. And let's see, what is our settings? Yeah, we'll do that. It's very ratchety knees, so that might make it difficult to animate him walking. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. No, the clay. I guess for now we'll just. I should start to what's it called? Kind of get off the ground more. Yeah, there. Oh, he actually balances really well. I say that and he falls over. No, he was so close. He was doing so good. He was actually standing up like really well. I was very impressed. Like genuinely. That actually looks pretty solid so far. I'm not hating that. So we thinking I'm thinking one step in. Yeah, like one step in. I should have watched like reference footage of somebody doing a backflip, but whatever. That's for pointing ahead, and I don't do that. Stay up for one frame. Come on. Holy crap. This thing is actually super sturdy. I'm very impressed with this thing. So far, I've just animated him running, though. Maybe that's too much. That's going to look funky. That's way too much movement. But I think it's the right idea. But he's going to do a sick ass flip, dude. It doesn't even look that bad. Man, this Master Chief figure is actually really good for animating. I was not expecting it to be. It just seemed kind of sturdy. But gosh darn, sure is sturdy. Oh yeah, that'll work. Oh, he fell over finally. Fair. I'll take it. Do we want to? Okay, let's look at the frame. Yeah, you know what? I think you should start to get off the ground at this point. We're gonna use this thing as the what will hold him up. I think it should be further back just a slight bit. But so far, this is not going too bad. If it was 30 FPS, I'd probably be screaming and crying because of how many times Chief would have fallen over. Is he doing? No, I think he should be going. He should be going slightly forward. I feel. It doesn't look that great. There's like a weird choppiness. Oh, I see. Because yeah, that movement needs to continue. Like the big forward movement. Oh crap! Chief, no! Chief, don't fall. Oh, what's up, Master Cavi? How's it going? This is a very I don't. All right. Doesn't really look like a flip. He's almost gonna like curl up into a ball, I think. I don't know. The physics of it just don't feel that great. It doesn't look that great in my opinion. I don't know. Something about it. It looks like he's rotating on an axis. Yeah, it just doesn't. Something about it just looks very mid. He definitely needs to move down way more. His gravity, it doesn't look like he's being affected by gravity. It just looks like he's like flying in the sky. I'm having trouble with this frame, boys. Yeah, I think too much movement. Yeah, way too much movement because he went from very smooth to. Or is this leg not wanting to bend? Yeah. Yeah, the flip should have gone the other way. That's the other thing. Would have defied gravity. Let's see. How are we doing on time? Okay, so we've been doing. I don't know how. Oh, the thing stopped. Oh yeah, I think it stops at that one. Um, it looks choppy. Maybe we'll just let's maybe we just end it at a good spot. Just play the whole thing and see how it looks. Ignore the last frame. That last frame isn't part of it. I don't know. There's something about it. It's too slow, in my opinion. Yeah, I think there should be more momentum when he starts, but what are you gonna do? Actually, out of curiosity, I do want to see if I can mask it. Let's see if we can mask it, just out of curiosity. Nope, we're not going to be able to mask that because the thing bobs up because it doesn't have any weight on it. You see that? So I do not think we're going to be able to mask it, at least not well. So I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Yeah, it looks all right. I'll play it in full just to see. Because sometimes when it exports and when it plays, it's different. Okay, doesn't let me play it because I really hate this stupid thing right here. There should be a way to move it. Oh, wait, there is. I'm stupid. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I love when I have a complaint and then the complaint is wrong and instantly. Yeah, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's not terrible. All right. Is anybody in chat right now? Is my question. If so, a couple more suggestions. I think I'll go to what time is it? It's almost 9. I can go to like 10 potentially. Yeah, if anybody's here, please throw in some what's it called, suggestions. So kind of like the idea of it not just being what I want to do, it being other people's suggestions. Okay. And let's see what it wants us to use. Wheel of names. Let's shuffle. Hello, Harvard 2415. Actually, Harvard, since you're here, please put some suggestions, like an action. Like right now, I have a wheel, and we're gonna remove that because we've animated it, and it has a couple like actions, like a gun reload. We'll also put firing, and then like punching a wall, kick, just something. It doesn't have to be super complicated. In fact, the simpler the better. But a couple suggestions would be great. So I'll even try to think of something to put. What's a good one? Let's do dance. We'll just do dance. We won't be specific with it. JoJo pose. I don't know how the animation works for that. Is that just so? Oh God, that's gonna be a lot with the masking. Is there like a specific reference footage you have? Because if there's a reference, great. Then I know what I'm doing because I don't watch JoJo's. Is that just where like you lean super far back? Because yeah, I'm not like I'm kind of familiar. Yeah, isn't it kind of like what these people are doing, where you just like lean super far back? Where's like a really good one? I've seen somewhere like people are like breaking physics almost, which is probably what we want to go for. I don't know. I'm also kind of nervous that something not safe for work will pop up. The one with the salute. Uh, pose with salute. Which one's that one? I don't know that one. Is it kind of like that, what this guy's doing, but like even more exaggerated? Okay, because I can try that. We can try that. I'll put it in the wheel. So there's no guaranteeing that's what's going to happen, but you know, if it just so happens to get that, then it is. Is it? Well, he's pointing in this one, but like in the other ones, they're kind of like doing a salute. Like, where's the right pose? Why is this? I see memes about this all the time, so now I'm like pissed off. Okay, Mario's Bizarre Adventure. Because I'm fine with looking at a reference. This one? Is this it? Or is it a different one? Because there's Mario's Bizarre Adventure, Ratchet is Unbreakable, Mario's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, wait, is this it? Is it live action? I think this might be it. This is actually like a really good cosplay. Oh, is that it? Okay, what he's doing right there? Okay. I think yeah, that. Okay. So kind of just leaning far back and pointing. That one I would really hope it would be an action figure, but we're gonna see. All right, so we'll add. Actually, I should have kept it pointing. JoJo pose pointing. We'll look it back up again just to have it. Just so I have it as reference because yeah, where is he? Did it take it out? Oh my gosh. It probably took it out now that I've watched it. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go to my YouTube history. I don't know, there's a guy. But we're just gonna go to my YouTube and go to my history so I can screenshot it. It's okay. Points. I forget words too. Where's my history? Why is my thing being so odd? There. That's actually perfect. That's actually the screenshot is perfect. The thumbnail. Great. All right. Well, we'll just keep that tab open as a reference. Okay. So then JoJo pose, dance, kick, punch a wall. Is there anything else I want to put in there just to see? Okay. You know what? I think that's fine. All right. Let's shuffle. Let's see what we get. Oh, it might be your lucky day. Oh no, it's punch a wall. Okay, punch a wall. And then Lego action figure for Mega Blocks. Lego. Oh, I didn't shuffle, but I mean it's 3 options. And then okay, this is FPS. If I get 30. I put some high ones in there. It can't be 12. We already did 12. It can't be 12 or 10. Actually, I need to remove those. With the action figure and Lego thing, we're not removing them just because they're new. Fuck. It's gonna be 24. All right. Well, 24 FPS. 24 FPS. Don't worry, I might do it again because I'll keep going for a bit. I'm wanting to do a couple of these. Because the idea is since I'm streaming it, I can go back and upload it and kind of show the process since I've already streamed it. And it was Lego, right? Yeah, it was Lego. Okay, so we're going to build a wall. We're going to have the Lego guy punch it. 24 FPS with Legos is rough. And I'm guessing should the rule be that I cannot do 2s? I feel like that would be a fair rule. But here, I'm going to build a wall for him to punch. Fave Lego figure? I don't know if I have one. That's tough. I really like the Monster Fighters swamp creature figure. So like fish people. Um, so that might be it. I don't know if it's my favorite though. I need to get a new one because my torso on mine is cracked to oblivion. Also, the CBD one I kind of want to get. That's like purple and green instead of just green. Okay, I think I have a wall you can punch. We're just going to keep building it up so it's a little tall. Almost there. I almost found all the pieces. Sorry, it's taking a bit. Okay, we got a wall. Fave Lego figure? That's hard. Where is my new videos tab? Is there not a... There it is. Got 24 FPS, right? That's what we got, I think. Yeah. Maybe we'll just go till we get like one of each. You know what I mean? One of each FPS. We might not do all the actions depending on how many we have by the end of the stream. And yeah, we'll take out an action each time we do it. That doesn't mean they can't be suggested again, because I think punching, we're probably going to have to animate a lot. Well, the bricks kind of match the background. All right, and let's see. Who do we want to punch a hole through a wall? My cat's meowing at me. What is it? No. Actually, depending on the time, I might need to go for 1 second to feed the cat, because the cat wants sustenance. All right, I think I have a figure I can use. I'll do a little kind of sig fig. It'll make right on the spot. But yeah, I might. Yeah, she's meowing at me. So I think. And what time is it? Yeah, it's time. So I'm going to set up the figure, and then I'll be right back. Because I'm going to feed the cat. Yeah, I know. I'll be right there. All right. I'll put him right here. Ugh. Bump my head. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to feed the cat. Okay, I'm back and ready to do this. Actually, maybe we change the torso out because the blue kind of blends in. But all right, I'm back. Wait a second. That might have been a white torso. Maybe we could use that. That's plain looking. It'll stand out. I have a bunch of them. Where do they all go? All right, here's one. Yeah, this will work. Now we'll change the focus on the thing. Ugh, the arm's super loose. Oh! Aha! I found one. Because, yeah, I'm going to exit right out of the tab for now. No, I didn't want to spin it again. All right, this one will not count. Or if it's 15, it might count. Close. No, I don't. Oh, my God. Stop. All right, we got to stop sharing for 1 second so I can adjust my stinking focus. It won't let me do that for some reason. Oh, hey, what's up, Bjorn? No, that's okay, Harvey. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Maybe one day, if it's in the stream, uh, maybe can I at you? I don't know, but if the JoJo pose is in there, I can also save it for another time when you're here. But yeah, all right, we'll save that, and then here I'll start screen sharing again. Yeah, that'll work. There it is. All right, so we're animating guy punching wall at 24 frames per second because that's what the wheel spun. Oh, did you just get back from somewhere? That's always rough. Actually, we're gonna change the legs out because those are loose. Also, let's change the music up. Let's change the music up. All right, what do we change it to? Oingy boingy. We can do oingy boingy. Yeah, we'll do Oingo Boingo. I haven't listened to that in a while. I'm gonna turn it up. Oh yeah. Okay. So we'll start it and let's make sure we're on the frame rate and that we're. So I'm doing a thing. You just missed it. What basically I have a number of wheels. I have the frame rate, what the character's doing, and what I'm using. So I spin a wheel each time. So each time it's different. And right now I landed on punching a wall at 24 frames per second with a Lego. It's just a way for me to like warm up, basically. We're gonna warm up with a little head movement because I have not animated it in 24 FPS in a long time. Yeah, this is the first time I streamed it and I didn't announce it, so I'll try to get it to where we have a bigger list of options. But I thought it'd be a good way to practice because I don't really know what I'm going to be animating. And I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know if you'll be here that long, but feel free to put a suggestion. You can even type it right now, and I'll put it in for the future. This is the wheel right now. Just an idea of like a movement or like something to animate. Right now we have gun reload, firing, kick, JoJo pose, pointing, punch a wall, and dance. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Oh, I keep accidentally clicking this window. That seems a little too quick. I don't like it so far. We're restarting because it's not no easing in and easing out. Cartwheel. All right, we'll add that in there because I'm gonna save the list probably. At least stuff that we haven't animated yet. Looks all right. I don't know. Now he's gonna start to have to do the wind up animation, which is gonna be rough. Let's see. How has the hand been moving? No, it's been moving the other way, actually. That was almost a mess up. What is that? I don't know that song. Watch history, shot in the dark. I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne. That's kind of a random thing to recommend, but all right, sure. Let's see the whole thing so far. I think it's a little too slow in all honesty. Yeah, it is way too slow. Actually, it might look better at 30 FPS, ironically. It looks like robotic. This looks great. Thank you. I don't think so, but I'm glad you like it. Here, if you didn't see the full thing, we can show you the whole thing. I think it's a little too slow. I don't know. To me, it's just too slow. Like way too slow. It looks robotic. But hopefully we can fix it once we get to the actual punching part. I think this part is looking better. That's a big movement. That actually looks decent. You know what? Where's some clay? No, I don't want it. I don't want this. Can you guys hear the music playing or no? Because I'm only screen sharing my app, not my screen. Let's see. Let's see if we can twist it. There it is. I think that's gonna look that great. You can't hear it? All right. We'll give me 1 second, chat. I mean, I don't think it matters, but I'll share my whole window. Yeah, we'll just do the entire window. There you go. That should fix that. I actually haven't heard the song that's playing ever before. Hopefully, it doesn't get copyrighted. But whatever, we're vibing. That's actually looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's looking pretty smooth. Oh wait, never mind. I've heard this song. And I feel stupid. Where is the Satoshi? Okay, we should lean back. The song's all right. I do remember it now, but I don't remember the beginning of it at all. I don't like how there's like no movement going on with the. Yeah, I want just a little bit. This song is really long. How long is it going for? No, let's watch this 3. Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, it was an 8-minute song, dude. I don't like it. Just doesn't look that smooth there. What's causing the choppiness? Okay, it's just that. That just doesn't look good. No. Here, let's look at the whole animation and see what we can do to change it. No, it should be moving forward. It doesn't look right. Yeah. Well, that looks a little better. It is. It definitely is. I could try putting it on twos, but I'm trying to not use twos. Okay, that looks way too fast. Okay. That's okay. That's a little better. We'll ease in on the camera movement. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more practice with this 24 FPS thing. Favorite, probably I really like those Joy Toy Space Marine action figures I work with. Lego's fun, but I mean, it has so little articulation that after a while you feel kind of that it hinders you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with animating with it. I'm just saying I personally got kind of tired of it. Mega Blocks are also very cool because they have the benefit of being posable like action figures, being small, so set building isn't so bad. Okay, that movement seems a little too rough on the camera. The camera movement might have been a mistake because now I have to focus on that and the punching. For tests, sometimes don't do camera movement because you're focusing on learning the movement or the frame rate. Once you kind of start understanding everything, then sure, move on to the camera movement. Yeah, I just don't. It doesn't look that good. Let's see what's causing that arm to not look right. Actually, Dragon, you were just talking about the Flickr Dragon Divide. I've actually been kind of, I did download DaVinci Resolve kind of for that reason. Mainly, I used to be really good at Adobe, but I don't have Adobe anymore because I had it with a school program. Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about experimenting with that. Right now, I'm just, especially, yeah, if that can make it so I don't have to constantly focus on animating Flickr. Um, but yeah, Mega is a good brand to work with. I really like their stuff because it's like it's at a good scale. Here, let's go back to Oingy Boingy, but we'll turn it down a bit. He's not making contact with the wall, though. That's the issue. He should be making contact with it. Yeah, there's definitely flicker going on. I'm not. These are just tests, so I'm not focusing on it too much. I don't know. Just okay. All right, let's see how that looks. I think there should have been a freeze frame. Yeah. Yeah, it actually doesn't look that bad. The instant recoil looks all right. I still think that it should be more frozen, but also let's work on how the wall splits. I will say, I just don't think Legos are made for 24 FPS. Yeah, I need to work more with not what's it called, DaVinci Resolve, because I just started using it. It was pretty solid, and you can make the keybinds and stuff the same as the what was it, Adobe. So it's not too big of a learning curve. Although I haven't done much effect with the nodes yet, because I know it uses nodes for all that. So that might be tricky. Okay, starting to fall apart. This part might not look that great, I'll be honest, just because we couldn't mask it. I don't think we're gonna mask today. Actually, that looks okay. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Let's see, how does it look on your guys' screen? I still think it's too slow. It actually might look better in a higher frame rate, which is stupid considering what we're at. I will say, the thing that's annoying is it's super hot where I live, so my clay is a little more melty than usual. That's not what we want. These two can. Yeah, see? There's that flicker again. Oh, well. Maybe this will be what I experiment with. I'm also wearing a gray shirt, so that probably doesn't help. And the figure has a white shirt, so it makes things difficult. I think it's too much movement, but we'll see. How was it in the last frame? Oh, something fell over. Yeah, things falling over is the epitome of stop motion. I will say, I think I've gotten really good at Jenga because I always have a sense of when something's going to fall, and I bet it's because of this hobby. You kind of just know. Sometimes you're able to catch it before it falls. Most of the time, you're not. Oh, that's not looking terrible. I still think, let's look at the camera movement. Yeah, that's way too much on the camera movement. I actually think the frame is okay overall. But yeah, yeah, that'll do. Let's see. We have a big thing of clay. Yes, we do. We have a big blob, so we'll put it there. And see, that's going to fall, but that's okay because I need to readjust this guy anyway. Remember, I think one of the programs I did for it was video production, and one of the other people they had these giant like you had a break room, and they had these big like they had Jenga you could play, and me and this one guy we went so it was such a long game. I don't remember how long. It was one of those games where you went so long that basically somebody lost just because there was no option other than to pick a losing piece. Are we gonna buy one or they won? I think they might have. I can't recall. Destruction's great. Oh, hi Blake. Hello. All right, and after this, oh no, it fell over again. This sounds like something from the heavy metal soundtrack. Let's check. It was. Let's go. I knew it. I've been missing the movie. I've just listened to the soundtrack a billion times. It is going very slowly. Here, we'll play it. It's okay. I think let's look at that torso movement. Yeah, I see what the problem is. He just suddenly kind of stops his momentum, not in a convincing way. Yeah, you see that? That's just not good there. Yeah, 10 FPS is a good progress. I think I work with 12 FPS and 15 are my main ones. But today we've actually been doing a thing where we change the FPS with every animation. This one is 24 frames per second and has been painful to animate. We did do a 10 FPS one at the beginning. It was fun. It came out all right. All right, we'll have him move a little more now. It looks all right. I mean, I don't know. I do think the crumbling looks all right, but this should have gone further. Like this thing should have gone further back. What can you do? Because it just kind of falls flat, which isn't that interesting. It would feel like there was more force coming from the punch if the bricks flew back a little further. Progress is progress. Whatever frame rate you're at is the frame rate you're at. I do. I used to be mainly only do 15, but I started doing 12 FPS mainly for commissions because I can work much faster. Because 15 FPS may only seem like a 3 frame difference, but it adds up. Because for every 10 seconds instead of 120, it's 150. That's the amount of frames you need to take. So I put this guy in the wrong spot. I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Let's have that brick fall. It's kind of sitting there and teetering, and now it's falling over. And then, okay. That doesn't look that great when the brick falls. Doesn't look very smooth. Yeah, nuh-uh. There it is. That'll look better. There we go. There it is. Still too much. Still way too much. You see that? That's just way too much. Also, this needs some zoom in too. On is stiff. I'm just noticing that now. Yep, and there's going to be more light flicker there in that frame. That just doesn't look that great. Looks mediocre the way the brick falls. Because that would look good in another frame rate. That would actually look really kinetic and smooth, but not in this one. Yeah. Let's see. That sounds like Velma. It was that Velma. I never found out. Yeah, the flicker. Look at that. What time is it? It is 10:14. Okay. Yeah, that looks all right. It just doesn't feel very kinetic. Yeah. This was painful, at least for me. This was a painful experience to animate. Although there's a little bit of jitter on that last frame. Yeah, I really don't like the jitteriness in the last frame. I need to fix that. Yeah, Flickr is terrible. And there's that janky movement back there. Okay, that should look better. It looks fine. I'll take it. All right, we'll do one more. Actually, we can take some suggestions. So the way this works is I have a bunch of actions, and I take what people put in the comments, and then I have what I animate with, and then the frame rate, which I've done 24, so that's going to go away. So now it's just 20, 15, and I have done 10. There's a joke. You can put 1 FPS in there. But yeah, if anybody wants to suggest any actions, right now we have gun reload, firing, and then kick, JoJo pose pointing, punch a wall, which we did. So we're going to take that out for now. And then dance and cartwheel. If there's any other suggestions. I do not get to choose if I do a mega one. The wheel chooses. The wheel chooses everything, basically. Because I thought it'd be a good way to practice. And get better at fluctuating between frame rates. So yeah, if there's any suggestions, let me know and I'll put them in the wheel right now. Yeah, cartwheel's already been suggested. We actually already did. We did backflip earlier at 12 FPS. I can show you what I've done so far. So we did. This was the first one, which was 10 FPS. This one wasn't this was just a warm up. But yeah, it's kind of choppy because it's at 10 FPS. But it doesn't let us play it. All right, we'll just have to open the app and play it a couple times. And it's all right. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not terrible. But yeah, that's the last one we did, which was 10 FPS, this one. It came out okay. And then this was a backflip, although it's not really a backflip. He just kind of rolls in the air at 12 FPS. And I didn't mask it because it's a test and I'm lazy. But I really like this Master Chief action figure. He's actually super sturdy. I will give him that. He barely fell when we were working with it. So, all right. So I don't see any suggestions. So I'm just going to spin the wheel unless somebody wants to put something. Last chance. Just add whatever. And we just did punch. So I'm not doing another punch. Come up with something a little different, like a karate chop or something. I'll give. Spin it. All right, let's spin it. Well, we'll shuffle first. Give me something easy. Give me something easy. Kick. Okay, we got kick. It doesn't say what kick specifically. And then let's do frame rate. I didn't shuffle, but whatever. It's going to be 20 by the looks of it. Okay, so 20 FPS, that's a little slower than what I just did. So that's not too bad. That's cooldown. And then It better not be Lego again. We just did Lego. All right, we're going to shuffle it again and redo it. If it gets Lego again, I'm going to be pissed. No Mega Blocks, dude. It has been action figure and Lego twice. I want to put more things in here, but I'm not sure what else to put. I could put clay, but having to make a clay puppet is going to be nauseating. I would have to like have an armature in it or something. All right, armature. So kick. All right, let's see what do I have that could do a good kick. I could use the Master Chief again, but we're gonna try to use something different. I have a Fortnite action figure. We'll go with the Fortnite action figure. Let's see which Fortnite action figure should do the best kick. That I bought from Ross for like $3. And then I do have a little Halo Marine. Let's see how he kicks. He kicks all right. All right. Let's go to my app. How long have we been streaming for? Just out of curiosity. Okay, almost 3 hours. Man, that's crazy. I think that 24 FPS thing took a long time. Actually, how does Master Chief kick? Damn, he even kick. I don't know, man. He kicks really good. I might end up just using him again. Because, like, the Fortnite guy kicks alright, but he kicks way better. Let's see if I have another Spartan that'll kick better. Let's have an elite. How do the elites kick? I don't think they can balance that well, though. And then, okay. I do have a Space Marine on hand. How does he kick? Not as high, which is not surprised. It is Space Marine. But we'll do the Fortnite guy just because we haven't done Fortnite guy yet. And then the frame rate was 20, right? Okay. And like, what kind of kick is he gonna do? Maybe some kind of like a roundhouse kind of thing. Sword battle. Okay, we'll add that to the list. I'm not animating that right now, but I will add it to the list. It looks all right, but let's see. Can we get his foot to lift up? That's the question. A little too far back. Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe we need to slow it down just a bit because, yeah, 20 FPS, it's looking kind of a little too quick. Why is the Killer Clowns theme playing? I know that theme. I mean, it's a good theme, but I don't know what's going on with my YouTube playlist right now. I don't even know if you can hear it, but yeah, that seems way too quick. But what can we do? No! Maybe we'll have to restart it. I think that is a sign to restart the animation. Because it was too fast in the beginning anyway. Actually, out of curiosity, how's damn this guy kicks really high. I'll have to see how he does it. That guy kicks super high. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with a corn berserker. I think it'll be better to animate with. He's heavier, but it'll be more stable. And then we're gonna have to change the focus. I had to stop sharing for 1 second. Bye-bye. The corn berserker is gonna do the kick now. Also, I don't know why, but I think it's funny him doing karate or something. And that was a huge flicker. I think the gold trim on this guy causes a ton of flicker. But it's just so darn pretty. He's just so red and sparkly. Actually, out of curiosity, can he balance? He kind of can. Like, not perfectly, but. I'll be honest, I might call it, if this thing falls over, I might call it a night because I am kind of tired. We'll have him take a step forward and then he'll kick. Let's see. Let me think I can use to keep the foot up. Because as long as his foot's on something, he actually keeps okay balance. Is he actually going to stand? Holy crap! This chunky guy can actually stand. That's pretty impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong. Eventually, he starts to fall on his own weight, but that's actually really impressive. That is capable of doing that. That's probably too much, but yeah, that's too much, but still. Stay. Oh, so close, so close. Wait. It might have been a good frame though. Wait, did it not take the frame? Yes, it did. Hell yeah. There's no way it stands. Damn, that's actually kind of crazy. Broken balance. This, to be fair, he doesn't have his backpack on, because if he had his backpack on, dude, he cannot. Okay, way too fast. But that's funny. Okay. Try this. Damn, the fact that this thing has actually been standing for that long is crazy. I didn't even need to mask anything. He hasn't even moved. That's actually insane. Okay, he has now. This isn't a very fancy kick. I more just wanted to see if this thing could support its own weight, and it can to an extent. That's actually crazy. That's actually, I was not expecting this thing to be able to do that. I just want it to be less. Oh, did I bump the camera a little bit? This is actually really impressive. I'm very impressed. Hinge the toe just a bit, just a slight bit, and then move it. Yeah, this thing is actually holding its. I'm very impressed with this toy. It's too much leg movement. I kind of want it to ease in, although it's not that much. I think maybe it's these little things grab onto the clay. His little like aglets. I guess they're not aglets, but No! He finally fell over. After so long. Oh, I remember. This guy actually had a really loose leg, and I put a plastic bag in between his limbs so it would make him less loose. It might have finally come undone. That might have been what was holding it together. And now his legs will go back on the thing. Oh wait, we can't play Meatloaf. Meatloaf, they get mad if we play it. Bye bye Meatloaf. Meatloaf is great, but actually, yeah, we'll go Proto Man. We'll play something else. Let's look at the whole thing. That looks all right. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. No. You're so close. It's all about balance on these things. You just got to find the right spot, and he'll actually stay pretty good. Because I want to have him do a second kick. Oh, what's up? What's up, big filmer baby? About to finish the animation, and I'm probably going to call it a night. Although, dude, every time I animate these Joy Toy figures, it makes me want to animate more. They're so nicely made. It's like, yeah, yeah, damn, dude, they're nicely made. Ugh. Okay, almost there. Yeah, actually, no, too much, a little too much movement, but we use that. Buy their basic intercessors. You can find them. This is not the helmet it came with. It was a standard Primaris, and not all of them come with the same equipment. Like for example, the Space Wolf one is the only one who comes with a knife. I'll put him on screen right now. He doesn't come with his helmet, but yeah, buy this. You're gonna find it the cheapest. You can find it for like $20, maybe even less. Especially like I think on AliExpress, there's one on sale for like 17. And I really think these are worth that. They are really pricey once you start getting into other figures besides the standard intercessors. So only really get something expensive if you really like that thing, I would say. Because like I really like Chaos Space Marines, but if you don't like Chaos Space Marines, they're not cheap, especially some of the newer ones. This guy you could probably find for about 30, depending on where you look, but also for a lot more. They also have other lines that aren't Warhammer. They have like some Roman stuff if you're into that. But I think just the scale of Space Marines is really helpful. Because yeah, like it can balance like crazy. Because yeah, it can stand doing this pose. Like it can stay in place. To be fair, this is without the backpack, and on this figure specifically, I think he would fall without his backpack because he has a huge one. He's got an icon of corn on it, which not all the corn berserkers have this backpack. Well, they do have the backpack, just not the big skull thing on it. And he's got Dookie on his shoe. But it's actually insane how much balance these things have. For being how chunky they are, I think it really just comes to like the big feet of a Space Marine, kind of the proportions. But yeah, like he is balancing on one foot, no problem. Showing off the Dookie on his shoe. It doesn't even look like a kick. It almost looks like a stretch, which I think is funny. But yeah, out of curiosity, I do want to see after this, just really quick, if he can balance without, I mean, with his his icon of corn on him. If so, then I want to do a fight scene with this figure because he's really fun to animate. I say as he falls over 3 times. To be fair, he's also, does this one have metal joints? That might be why he's standing up so well. Okay, so come on, stay up. Yep. All right, there it is. Also move this to this side. Oh, that looks a little slow. I mean, not slow, fast. It's not even this part that's fast. It's that frame. But what can you do? I'll try to ease in a little bit to make it look better. We just have him get up. But yeah, no, these things are fun to animate. All right, I think that's all right. We'll take that. That looks all right. But out of curiosity, because I am tired, I do want to see with the icon of corn. Let's try to get it right. Dude, he can. He can. He can. He can balance with the icon of corn. Yeah, he can actually pretty decently balance with the icon of corn. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. All right. I think with that, I'm probably gonna end stream because I've been going for a while. Night night. I'm probably gonna eat something and relax. And then actually, Brick Filmer baby, since you're here. So we're doing a thing. It's there's a wheel of actions and I spin it each time and then I spin frame rate and then I spin what I animate with. If you want to add anything to the wheel, just right before I end the stream, you can add something. Right now we have actually kick is gone now. We have JoJo pose, pointing, dance, gun reload, firing, cartwheel, sword battle, and what else? I think that's it. If you want to add anything, you don't have to. Pause this. Watch history, blah, 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 blah. Ripping, but taking dump. So like pooping. Okay. I will put that in there. Poop will go in there. Or just taking dump. I'm also I'm gonna copy these and just put them in a Google document so I can just, yeah. But yeah, we'll Control C. Okay, so taking dump. Hell yeah. Taking dumps in there. All right, with that, bye-bye. Night-night.